Good afternoon, and we want to welcome you to the May edition of the Cannon County Chamber Connection. And this, of course, is made possible by DTC3, my DTC3. I always forget the my. Anyway, they give us this opportunity to showcase Cannon County, and that's what it's all about. And I'm Carolyn Motley with the Chamber of Commerce. And my co-host is...
I'm Connie Rigsby, and I'm with the Cannon County Senior Center and also a member on the Chamber, so glad to be here, glad to have everybody here for May events. Big month.
That's hard to believe. Christmas is going to be here.
Don't.
It is. You're
Let me
almost
get through May,
halfway through.
Carolyn, before you even mention Christmas, because that's another big event I do, but you're going to send me into shock 1st of May. But big things going on this month. We've got a lot of activities, got a lot of guests here with us today that we want to make sure you know all about the things going on in the big city.
Well, we want to also showcase our business community because we have a lot of businesses here, and you may have them in your community too, but you may want to come try some of ours out. And that's okay. We'll let you do that.
We have one business that's, and I won't say how long on the square because I know I'll miss the date, but Miss Joanne Tate with Jennings Jewelers is here with us, and we're glad. And she's brought along a guest that's got some important announcements and pictures to show us. So, but tell us about what's going on.
Well, of course, I have to say we're Jennings Jewelers, and to be honest, we have been in Cannon County since February of 1952.
I knew she knew the date.
Now, I have actually been at Jennings Jewelers since March of 1975 as the manager, and then in February of 1996, Wendell and I purchased the store. So that kind of gives you just a little brief history of Jennings Jewelers. And of course, the lady at the end of the table would happen to be my daughter, who actually started with me in the store when she was in the 8th grade. And no, I won't reveal her age. But she decided to take another route and go away from the store. So she has, I'm sure she can tell a little bit about herself.
I am a pet stylist. I like to call myself, instead of a dog groomer, I like to say I'm a pet stylist. Sounds a little bit more...
You want to put some style in
Yes,
there,
it sounds a
don't
little
you?
bit more fancy than just a groomer. And I started grooming in Murfreesboro a few years ago, and then I moved up here in 2007. So I've been here since 2007. I work out of Dr. Gail Tate's office, which is my uncle. It's Cannon County Animal Clinic. And I do quite a few things other than just groom dogs and cats, which I don't like to promote. But I do them.
I want to hear more about that story.
So
we might have a whole hour.
you could.
They're a lot more vicious, I can tell you that.
Yes, you could. I do a lot of competitive grooming, and I started that in 2007 when I started grooming. And when you start in a first-time competition. And actually, I won Best in Show for my very first-time competition, which is a huge thing. It's huge. It's big. And then I started back competing last year, where I won first place in the potpourri division, which is a division where you can take mixed breed dogs, or take a Bichon and groom it like a poodle. And you can mix and match and do whatever you want. Well, I take a Labradoodle, which is owned by Brian Francis here in Woodbury, and actually took him again this year, and I brought my picture from this year, and I won second this year. And this is the big boy. He's about a 80-pound dog, so he's very impressive when he's standing up there against 10 and 20-pound dogs. So, but
Whether he's groomed or not.
yeah, whether he's groomed or not, because the first comment when the judges walk up is, "Boy, he's a big boy." I'm like, yes, he is.
And he looks like he's a sweet baby.
He is. He's very good. He's a very good dog. I could not ask for a better competition dog than him.
Angela, whatever possessed you to go
Possessed
into
is a
this?
good...
No, I mean, what made you think that this is what you wanted to do?
Well, I got the opportunity when I worked in Murfreesboro, and I become interested in it and found out that I was actually pretty good at it. So I just kept on going with it, and my business now it's expounded to greater reaches than I could have ever imagined.
Well, this is
I mean,
good.
I I have a huge clientele, and I'm very thankful to every one of them for that,
And their dogs.
and their dogs.
And their dogs are happy.
And a few of their
Yes.
cats.
And a few cats.
Well,
A few cats.
I know folks, I mean, we love our animals just like they're people. I have a lot of my seniors that just, they're family. They're
Yes.
family to them, and so they take care of them. And this one looks like he's well pampered.
He is.
So,
Well, I had a poodle at one time, and I thought I should go into the grooming business because it was like a ball of hair running around.
so when you get the animals in, by appointments, I'm assuming?
Yes.
By appointments.
Yes, I'm by
and,
appointment only.
So are we mostly maintenance after you get them set in, come in and?
I do a lot of once a year clip downs, especially this time of year. I have quite a few regulars that come in every 2, 4, and 6 weeks all throughout the year.
Okay.
So I do, once I get them set up and get them in, it's maintenance then after on. Sometimes the first time is
A long time.
is a long time since the last time, but yes, but I do a lot of once a year clip downs this time of year too. So we have the one-timers that come in every year.
Is it a dangerous job?
It can be.
When they say they're lovable, they're sweet to everybody.
Well, my biggest complaint is that their dog's haircut costs more than theirs do, and I say, well, you don't bite. That you don't bite, so that's.
Well, that's true. I'll have to tell, I'm gonna use that one the next time I go see Missy. I don't bite.
I
don't
don't
bite me,
bite,
don't
so I
scratch
can
me.
get a bargain.
Get a bargain. So where was the competition held?
This one was in Atlanta. They're held all over, and Atlanta is actually the largest competitive grooming competition in the world.
And second.
And
And
my
I got
understanding,
second
it's
place.
over 300 competitors? Is
Yes,
that
there's way over 300 competitors. It was pushing close to 4 this year.
Wow.
And it
Big
keeps.
competition.
Yes, and I'm wanting to travel and go, I mean, like they have different places. I think there's one in September in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
I had-
lovely place. You need to go. And take your dog.
Yes. I'm working on, I compete with another one too. It's a miniature poodle. Haven't won with him yet, but I'm working on a standard poodle that I'm getting ready for competitions.
And so this dog is just for that one particular,
It's for that one particular class. They have different classes.
Mm-hmm.
The poodle class is just called either you either have the toy poodle or the standard poodle class. And they do that by size, by height range. And so I'm working on a standard for the next time. I'll still take him too, because you can compete with however many classes, which is 5 or 6 classes, so.
so you're very
Angela
proud.
also
I am
helped
very
me.
proud. I am, of course, I loved her when she was at the store, but she's chosen a different route. I mean, we paid for this college education and thought, well, we're going to be at the store, but hey, she loves it and she's doing what she truly loves, so that's what means a
Well,
lot
that's
to
what
us.
it is. It
Yes.
is
I
to
bet you if you
anyone.
called her in a pinch, she'd
I
come
bet
help you
I
out.
bet I could.
I bet she's
so.
been there to do that.
She
I
might
bet
bring
so.
she might bring a few animals with
That's
her.
right.
I get calls every once in a while
Johnny
from
Reed for dogs?
Courtney at the store needing help with engraving.
Oh, yes. She's our instructor for our current engraver.
Well, see, you've trained
That's
well,
right,
and
that's
that's what a
right.
good trainer does,
That's
come
right.
back in,
That
and
is-
Called
that's
cross
correct.
training.
cross train,
Right there.
pinch hitting. But this is fascinating, just, and it's amazing that, you never knew you had that talent.
I
And then all of
didn't.
a sudden, and it's a love.
Yeah.
And you can tell, I can tell in your eyes when you talk about them and everything,
Yeah,
so.
I really like competitive grooming. I'm a competitive person by nature anyways, but I really like competitive grooming.
They're pretty serious though, aren't
Well,
they?
you're there with the best of the best, and there's hands down, if you win, you're one of the best.
They bow down.
Oh, I watch that dog show on TV.
Yeah. Well, it's a little different because you have to stand there and groom. You have a set amount of time, which only have 2 hours for him.
Wow.
Only have 2 hours to groom him, and they watch you very rigorously how you groom the dog, and you have to do everything in front of them. And then they go over him with a fine-tooth comb and tell you everything you did wrong.
Well, that's sometimes good and sometimes bad.
Well, luckily I don't get too many wrong
You
comments.
really don't have time to do anything artistic as far as for maybe putting T-bow on that back leg or something.
There is a class for that. There is a class for that. It's called creative styling.
Oh, okay.
There is a class for that, and there's 2. There's creative styling and abstract design. Abstract
Oh,
would
that
be,
We could enter that one.
Yeah, I can get real abstract.
might even win. how
Creative
abstract-
styling, I think the lady that won that this year had took a standard poodle and literally created a coon dog hunting a coon scene on the dog. And I wish I had a picture of it because it was unreal. It looked,
Just some
there
talent.
was a coon in a tree with a dog treeing the coon, and it was unreal.
The poor little dog.
More dog.
Yeah.
One of the things, I mean, when you're looking for a show dog, is there a particular type? I mean, one that's got,
They have to be really, what I say, really good on the table.
okay.
You know, they have to stand perfectly still on the grooming table.
That cuts my dog out.
Yeah. You know, and with him, but before I took him last year, because the first time that I took him was last year, I would have him, the girls in the clinic just randomly just walk through my room with the dog, walk in, clapping their hands, talking on the phone, just doing numerous things to distract him. He could care less. I mean, he's great. He never moves.
You know, if you take him to be groomed and it comes out with a muzzle around it, you know that hadn't been a good
It
day.
hadn't been a good day for
No, it
anybody.
hasn't.
For the dog, the
That's
groomer.
I mean,
Anybody.
even if she paints her toenails and puts a bow on them,
right.
it still hasn't been a good day.
Well, this is exciting. I think it's good. Congratulations. I think
Thank
that's a big honor. I know that's a
yes. It
big honor for
It
you and bringing in more business, and that's always good to our local businesses. And
It is. And Joanne, we're leaving you out now.
Oh, that's okay.
Because
we've come up with a
very
new
important.
line. We came up with a new line, jewelry for dogs.
Yes,
We're creating
we can do
another
this,
line.
Joanne.
Yes, I
can
think
do
we
this.
should have jewels on these dogs by Jennings Jewelers. I think that would just be very nice. We may
If
start doing
there's
that.
a need there, Joanne can handle
That's
it.
Yes, we
right.
could
I could
We
do creative styling and carve a diamond on
That
the
would
dog.
be
Hey,
That's
she'll
what
use
we
that in the
should
next
do.
commercial.
You know, one thing I wanted to bring forth is both of these ladies, of course, Joanne's also on the chamber board, but once a year, we have the Christmas open house.
Correct.
And Joanne has headed that up for
This will be the
10 years.
21st year.
21st.
Christmas will be 21
So
years.
she's the one with the numbers. She's got all of them.
Okay. This is a big event, and people have a lot of fun, and Joanne helps get the merchants together and for the advertising and everything. But this year, Angela jumped in there because we have an event that is called the Push, Pull, Pedal, and Dogs Parade, Pup Parade.
Yes.
And she sponsored the pup part of it this year. Well, actually, she gave each one of the kids something too, but we also gave each one of the dogs because we invited people to bring their dogs. And you know, for being the first year, there were more dogs than I expected to see.
was
There
good.
really
There
was.
was.
I think because sometimes I think people would rather bring their dogs than their kids. Now, I do. I think they put them on a leash, walk them around there, so we're hoping that will grow because it was really cute.
Yes.
They even dressed up some of the dogs, so it was
It's
cute.
very good.
But both of these ladies are very active in the community too. And that also helps because people remember that when they go to shop.
And
We hope so.
we want everybody to come out, and if you haven't been over to Joanne's over at Jennings Jewelers, definitely come to the square, hit to the store. Always got good sales. I have to say, I've had this for going on 5 years now, and it was bought there. So-
And she also repairs,
Yeah.
cleans.
Oh, yes.
There's
There's
a
not a
little bit-
lot that we don't do.
I was sitting there going to say, well, if we start listing, we might be here for a little while.
Yes, we could have a list. Of course, our repair business is good. We do all types of jewelry repair, and we do all types of watch repair also. So, that sometimes that's all you do a day. You may not sell a piece of merchandise, but you will do your repair work. So,
But people
yes.
come back
Yes, they do.
when
Oh,
they are
most
going to
certainly.
purchase, they will.
Most certainly, most certainly.
They sure will. Well, ladies, we've got a lot of people to be on
Yes.
today, but we've appreciated both of you coming. I'm glad, Angela,
you.
your business is doing so well. And of
I am
course,
too.
Joanne is a mainstay in the community.
Thank you.
And, there's a reason for that. If you've been that long where you're at, you're doing something right. So we appreciate both of you
everyone.
being
We
there.
appreciate everyone in the community, and you ladies especially. We
Thank
do.
you.
We do.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
And
Appreciate it.
thank you.
Good. Well, I learned something again. Every time I come to this show, I learn something that I didn't already know. I mean, championship right here in our own backyard.
I knew that.
Did you know that? I didn't know that. So you didn't share. There's
Come on
something we
in,
didn't
Joan.
share. with anybody, so, but we do have a lot of guests going on, a lot of things going on this month. I know that we've got a couple of folks that are coming in and to join us. We have Miss Wanda Thompson with the Blue Porch Restaurant here at the Arts Center, and Miss Patty Chappelle from over at the library. So I think we're gonna go with Blue Porch first.
Okay.
And
She's serving dinner right now.
I know, that's what we're trying to make sure everybody gets fed and nobody goes hungry.
Well, you won't go hungry at the Blue Porch, I guarantee you that.
It was a pretty good lunch today, wasn't
I
it?
had
Yes, it
catfish
was.
today.
I did
I tried
Catfish
the
Wednesday.
catfish.
And
Catfish
had
Wednesday.
macaroni
Wednesday.
salad and
Ooh, the slaw.
fried potatoes,
Sweet potatoes.
sweet potatoes.
I had the
Yes, I love
slaw
sweet
and then I had
potatoes.
the green beans. The
Yeah.
green beans are my favorite.
Well, those are our two biggest selling vegetables, is the coleslaw and the green beans.
The green,
So,
that slaw was good. Apples and a little bit of.
And I believe you make the best coffee and iced tea that I've tasted.
Well, thank you. Our coffee is from Just Love Roasters out of Murfreesboro, and they roast it and blend it just for us. It's the Blue
Oh,
Porch
good.
blend, so we have that custom done for us, and it's nice to
Well,
have
it's
it.
very
And we
good.
grind it before we brew it. We grind it ourselves, so it's not pre-ground, and so, thank you. People
I
seem to
thought
like
sure
it.
you was gonna tell we grow it, we go out and pick it.
No, I'm telling you, we don't have enough time to do all
We
that
don't have
right now.
enough time for that show. So what's going on special with the Blue Porch? Is there anything that we need to know about? Hours, anything?
Well, our hours are listed at the Arts Center on their website as well as our Facebook site. We've got postcards that we can give you too with our hours on it. It's a little confusing to rattle them all off, but we are open for evening meals on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. We're closed completely on Tuesday. We do breakfast and lunch Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and our breakfast is cooked to order. I don't know if people knew that, but it is. You can come in and order what you want. We've got a full menu of things you can have. We do a brunch on Sunday from 10 until 2, so our hours are a little bit crazy, but once you look at them in that order, they're kind of easy to remember.
You're also open for the performances
We
at
are.
the Arts
Mhm,
Center.
we
right?
are. Yes, we are. You can have a meal and then go to the show. We are a restaurant primarily that accommodates the people from the Arts Center, but we are open more than just for the
the
play.
Arts Center.
We sure are.
Well, you also do catering.
I do catering. We do catering. I have a bed and breakfast. We can do.
What do you do in your spare
Well,
time?
yeah.
Well, yesterday I mowed, as a matter of fact. So we can do no group is too small, is what our slogan has always been for our catering, but we can handle up to groups of 500, 600, or groups of 2. If you want to have a private dinner, you can come to the Blue Porch at the bed and breakfast, and we'll do a private meal for you, an anniversary or something special you want to do. We'll do that at our house, and then if you have a larger group, we're doing quite a lot of rehearsal dinners this year at the restaurant. They're coming out after the shows and having a rehearsal dinner after 7 o'clock, and we're doing rehearsal dinners here, and that's working out actually really well for us.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I just had a call the other day. Someone called and said, I need to know where the Blue Porch is. And I said, okay, do I need to send you to the bed and breakfast, or are you wanting to go to the restaurant? And he goes, they have both? And I said, yes, I just need to know which
Yeah.
way you need me to send you down the highway.
Yeah, we're
So-
trying to keep it separate, but it kind of has mixed and mingled, and
Overtones.
yeah, it has. But we have cut back on our food at the house because we're here at the restaurant all the time, but we're still able to do them both. As a matter of fact, we've had guests all this month at our house, so, yeah.
Good.
we're-
Well,
yeah.
that's really good,
It is,
too.
mhm. But one of the things we're excited about is we're taking our big heavy menu off, and we're going with a lighter summer fare. So you'll be able to come in and have a salad plate, have a scoop of chicken salad, a homemade pimento cheese, and a Jell-O, and maybe a fresh fruit. So you'll be able to come in and have a light salad plate, where we're still going to have some guy food because we don't want to be a tea room. We want to have guy
I
food
saw some
too,
guys
so-
in there today.
Yeah, well, it's
there's
Catfish
some-
Wednesday, so they're there for catfish on Wednesday. But we are going to a lighter
That's
lighter
your
menu.
seafood day, isn't it?
That's your-
Yeah, that's our seafood day. Yep. We've had a lot of people say they want it on Friday nights, but we've just decided we're going to stick with Wednesday because we can't handle the catfish day on a show day.
I
so.
don't really understand why people think that you should only serve
Serve
that
fish.
fish on Friday.
I don't know either.
really
It's very
understand
odd
that
to me. I don't
concept.
understand that either.
I've heard
It's
that
not
before.
out. It's your not, usually a lot of times that Friday
Yeah.
night is your night out, so they want that convenience.
Another thing that you will be doing, and of course you are a member of the chamber,
Mm-hmm.
and we have not had a chamber mixer, in several years, and we're going to start that back up again.
Mm-hmm.
So you are going to host the first chamber mixer, and that will be on May 24th. And our mixers are from 7 in the morning until 8:30, because we figure we can get more people and more of our chamber members that are businesses to come in the morning rather than to come back at night.
So we come
So-
in, mix and mingle before we go to work, and can get all of our information out there to each other, know what's going on in the community, and I appreciate
Oh, we're happy to
doing
do
this.
it. We,
This
I
is
mean,
wonderful.
we want to be active in the community. We don't want to be up here on the hill by ourselves. We want to be active in the community, so that's a good thing for us to do. Yeah, there are a lot of people we have found out that simply don't know that there's a restaurant here. That they,
The sign has helped.
the sign has helped tremendously, but we tell people that there's been a restaurant in this building since 2007, and they just don't believe it. So, this is a kind of another way for us to get the word out, and we've had several people say, well, it's so far out of town. And
It's probably some of mine.
I look out the door and I can see town, so I'm not sure.
You know, I had a man that moved in here, and he moved in from a big city. And he told me that it always amazed him that if you mentioned something and where it was at, if it was across town, from where this person lived or what, they go, oh, no, that's way across town. We're in Woodbury.
I know, and out of town is,
It
I
doesn't
mean,
take you a
Go
minute,
to
literally
Foxborough.
a minute to go across town.
well, and I clocked it, it's less than a mile from the courthouse,
Yeah.
so it's not, I was just curious to see how far out of town it really was, so.
Oh, I'm
it's-
not
it's-
going there.
yeah, less than a mile,
I'm
yes.
not going there, it's
Yeah.
across town.
Yeah.
Across town. But if you come from the other direction, you could get caught at the bridge, and
Yes,
that
you could.
We had a special program yesterday at the hospital, and there was a couple of people late, and they said there was a traffic jam in Woodbury, and we all looked at each other, and it had to be at the bridge.
Yeah, yeah.
It had to be at the bridge.
We're
so-
growing.
And we are learning how quickly it takes to get around, because we're doing meal deliveries now. You can actually call in and place an order, and we'll deliver you lunch. And we're doing it as far away as East Side,
Okay.
and we're doing it all in the downtown area, and so we have meal deliveries now at lunchtime,
All
which
the
is
way on the other side of the county.
Now, that's gonna take you a little while longer to go to East Side.
It will, but we did that too. Aaron tried it this week, and it's doable for us. So that's one of the things that we've just added. It was meal delivery.
That's
And
definitely nice.
she has also started something else that's new. For years, we had a bakery in Woodbury, and they did cakes and cookies and whatever. And we have a birthday party on WBRY radio every day, and you can call in and wish somebody happy birthday. Well, those are all going either in a pot or they're going online somewhere. Anyway, at the end of the month, they're going to draw one of those people that's had a birthday, and you're going to be good enough to bake them a cake.
Bake them a birthday cake, that's right. They need to let me know who it is and all that kind of stuff, and we'll give them a time frame to come in and pick up a birthday cake. We're happy to do it.
And that goes along with your casseroles.
That goes
That
with our
you
heat
will
meats, yeah.
fix.
Yeah,
They
Well,
will
they're
fix
fixing
them
the birth-
for you.
Yeah.
While they're fixing that birthday cake that you got free, you can order a casserole for them delivered.
Yeah, and you can go by and pick it up if you don't want to cook tonight.
Yeah, that's right. They're called heat and eats.
That works. It's good.
Well, that sounds like you've got your plate full.
We have our plate full, yes, we do, and yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
You liked
yeah.
that, didn't you, Caroline?
My sister has just moved here from Pennsylvania as our backup assistant.
And you
so
put her to work.
We have put her, that's why she's here. She came here to work for us. And so it's my son Aaron and I, and then my sister Julie, and we're getting this situated.
So what does she think of Woodbury? And
She hasn't had enough time to see what
We've
she
had
thinks
her-
of- yes.
You hadn't even
She-
took her to the other side.
It's not
no,
going
no,
across town either.
It's
No,
not
she
going
has,
across
she hasn't
town.
gone much past the restaurant at this point. We've got her back there making the oatmeal shine cakes now, so she's making moonshine
I
desserts.
bet you I know what they've got in
That's
them.
another thing.
Yeah.
They got some moonshine.
I just think they do, and they make cookies,
Yeah,
moonshine cookies.
We make
and,
moonshine
the
cookies and
cake.
bread pudding with loopy sauce and oatmeal shine cake. We make three different desserts with the Short Mountain
Is that out there
moonshine
when
on
we
them.
had lunch today?
Okay, loopy sauce.
Loopy sauce. Well, now think about
Just
it. It's
think
got
about it,
moonshine and
Carol,
it's
for a
loopy sauce, yes, yeah.
I thought maybe they'd come up with something I didn't know about.
No,
Well,
and
that's what I was asking. Was that out there on the table when
it
we
was
had
not. We
lunch today?
were just pulling those out, but the cookies are there, so come over and get one before you go home. Try a cookie.
Yeah.
But they're always for sale at the
Interesting.
distillery, but we're going to start having them here too. We send them up there to sell them, but we'll have them available here now for sale too. So,
I think those will sell.
I think so too, yeah. Well, they are selling up there, that's for certain, so we think that we can sell them here too.
I do know.
That's a good thing, though.
It
Very
is.
good thing.
Right.
Well, it sounds like you've made a lot of partners and met a lot of folks here, and the business is going well.
In 13 weeks, we've done a lot. Yeah, we've been here since February 1st, so we've done a lot in 13 weeks.
Well,
We're very excited,
congratulations. Welcome
yeah.
to the
Yeah,
the
Cannon County
chamber,
has welcomed us with open arms. It's been very, very nice.
Okay, good. Well, just keep up the good work.
Yeah.
and Stay out of the
More
loopy
people
sauce.
come in and stay out of the loopy sauce,
Yeah,
and
well,
we'll be
I
okay.
think maybe my lease doesn't include me drinking, but I think it just includes me baking with it, so.
Only on certain days.
Well, congratulations again.
Well, thank
and
you.
We invite all the folks that are watching us to, make a visit up here, come by and have lunch and check all the activities out. Come by and have a dinner, have one
Right.
for two.
Well, while you come here and eat, when you're done, you can come in, the art center is open, they have a gift shop, they also have a museum. So that's a perfect opportunity to walk off that dinner.
Yeah, and if
Just
they haven't been to the,
Just lay off the loopy sauce.
but if they haven't been to the art center, they have recently changed the museum out, and
They
it's got
have?
some wonderful traditional things from Cannon County. I was noticing some pictures and different articles, and we've got our signs and different things around the Uncle Dave Macon things are up, so we invite you to just definitely stop by, take a few moments. It's
I
cool in
guarantee
here.
you'll find something
I will
that you'll
too.
be interested in. I guarantee it. You think you wouldn't be interested in the art part of it, but there's something here you'll be interested in. I guarantee it. It may be the restaurant, but that's okay too, so.
That'll be
Well,
good.
Wanda, we know that you're in the middle of serving.
Lunch. Well, thank you for inviting me to come.
Well,
And just welcome
we
everybody. I'd like to
appreciate
see you. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
All right.
Come get a cookie. All right.
See, she told everybody out there to come get a cookie, so everybody's gonna have to.
Okay, Patty, did you forget why you came here?
No, I didn't. I've enjoyed
Well,
listening.
now Patty is one of those go-getters just down the street from me.
Right.
Yes.
And her busy time of the year is just really
It's
kicking
close.
into gear, and you've had lots of wonderful news going
Yes.
on. I know you just recently had groundbreaking.
We did. We're so excited. We cannot wait. We're hoping by 2013 that the library expansion project will be finished. And it's going to be completely different. I mean, it's just going to be amazing. We're trying to upgrade and get more with the times at the library to, not to match some of the other libraries, but just to, give them more of an opportunity with more computers and stuff like that and more books and stuff. So
Our
we're really
genealogy department's probably,
phenomenal.
yes, I think it is, because I get more calls on that than I do anything.
It is amazing, and Peggy Tate does an awesome job with that. We're
She
so
does.
proud to have her. We are.
But you've got some big things. I think a theme this year is Big Dream, or Dream Big.
Dream Big Read is our theme this year. We are going to have so much fun with this. We're starting it a little bit early. We went ahead and started registration May 1st. And then we're starting it actually May 31st is our first one. Our local, where y'all are always talking about local businesses, our local Cannon Arts Dance Studio is going to perform that day. Once in Auburn-town and once here at Woodbury, I think, at the Senior Citizens
They
Center.
are.
We've expanded and gotten so big that we have to find a bigger place, and you are so nice to let us come
We're
there.
glad to have you there.
We're excited. And we were going to, the first Thursday in June, we were going to come back, but we're bringing animals. And I was afraid that the animals would get excited up there, so we're going to the gym, the Head
Yeah,
Start
that might be a
gym.
good idea.
I didn't want to have to clean up anything.
I've had dogs there,
kind of-
but
wait a minute,
what kind of animals? You're wanting to know what kind of animals we're going
We're
to.
actually going to have a kangaroo.
No,
I
I don't
I
think
can handle
kangaroos.
that.
He's going to have a snake. And believe me, these
That's crazy.
animals are, he's having a tarantula this year. And he
Oh,
has
that
not-
doesn't excite me either, Patty. I think I've seen one of those at home if I'm not sure.
He's got me scared of that one, so I'm going to probably
Well,
hide
I
in
would
the
be,
back.
you'll be behind me.
You'll make me homesick is what he said he's going to do, so I'm scared of the tarantula. But he's bringing bats, and he's going to have an owl and a fox, and we are just so excited to have its NHECM. It's the wildlife, I call him the wildlife guy, actually, that is coming to, he'll be there at 3 o'clock on the first Thursday. And then we're excited this year. I decided to expand out a little bit and have Edgar Evans Park come. And they're actually going to come and set up a tent.
Well, they've been a
And-
guest here, and they do some
do
wonderful
good
education
work.
program. You'll be excited.
I'm so
They will do
excited.
really good.
They're going to talk about the camping, the safeties of camping, you know, some of the nocturnal animals that you see at night and stuff. And we're also lucky to have, back to the local businesses, First Bank is going to come and talk to the kids about, they're bringing Professor Ed, their owl, and he's going to talk to the kids about saving accounts, how important it is to start a savings account early. And the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts are going to come and talk to the kids. So we're really excited about that one. That's June the 14th. And this next one, everybody's like, I just don't know about this one, Patty, but Snowbird's coming
In June?
in June.
Are you sure?
I know, you know me.
Well, you never know, we may have snow.
You never know. I mean, look how the weather's been, so we really
We
don't
never
know.
know. We don't.
But he's going to come both to Auburntown and Woodbury, and he's going to talk to the kids about what, you know, what he does.
Well, now, he
So,
brings a crowd. He brings
He
his
does.
own,
he's awesome.
he's got groupies,
He
snowbird
does,
groupies,
I
so.
do. Woo. So anybody's welcome, any age to come and see Snowbird. And the last one is my favorite. The last one's my favorite. I'm so excited. We are going back to the pool this year. Last year we went to the park and they got to throw 2 pies in my face. Well, this year,
Oh, I bet
That's-
that
I've
would
been there,
excite
done that
me.
one. Yeah. Let's go back to the pool.
Excited about that.
Let's go to the pool.
but the big party at the end is to celebrate it. And I am terrified of water. So the kids have to, yeah.
You might rather have the pie in the face.
I might. They've talked me into jumping off the diving board this year.
Are you sure?
I'm crazy.
Life jacket?
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
We want to make you safe. Lifeguard, life jacket.
I told both the lifeguards gonna have to move up and stay on the edges just in case.
Just
they
be in
can
the
get
water to
faster.
catch me.
There you go. Thanks. I'm gonna do that for the kids this year. If we can increase signups by 10%, and we're well on our way to doing that.
I can just see Patty hanging off the diving board with her hands. I'm
Calling,
not going.
calling 911 to come save her off of it.
Here we go. Roy Sullivan coming
Help
out.
me.
But we are really excited about all the happenings that are going on at the library.
That'd be
We're
good.
really excited.
Lots of things. I see lots of equipment that have moved in. Some of the big.
They've
The
knocked
kids
those
will be
trees.
so
Oh
excited
my
just to
gosh,
see the
yes.
dirt movers and.
They've knocked
everything.
trees down, so they're getting ready to do, I think it's the south wall. They're gonna add like a petition for the south wall and get started, so.
So during this construction time, this program is still going on, everything there. I know we're working, the senior center is working with some of your programs, your nighttime programs to come up and,
Right, because we're gonna do off-site because of the construction. We're gonna do everything off-site this year. And then hopefully next year or the next, we'll have everything done, we can move back to the
You
site.
know, that's an amazing timeline for
awesome.
completion,
Yes.
really, it is. To think that you just had a groundbreaking, last week?
Last weekend.
And already they're talking about a completion date of 2013.
Yes, that's amazing.
they're gonna
Yes,
get
it
in there and
is.
get it done.
I mean, it's gonna be phenomenal. We're so excited. Preston Brothers actually got the contract to do that,
Good.
and they are local.
Local business.
They are.
Also, so we are trying to stay as local as we can.
Well, I'm all for that.
Well, there's several activities I think that we would be very excited to get out and come and go to. I
Like
think
I
the
said,
kids are gonna enjoy it.
Oh, they are. Registration has started May 1st. It can go all the way until end of June. You can sign up at either library, the one in Auburntown or the one here in Woodbury.
Now, is there a cost for this summer
It's
program?
not. Everything's free.
Wow.
And every 5 books that the little kids read, they get a prize. And I'm so excited this year. I've worked hard on it. The adults, you ladies might want to sign up. The grand prize for the adults this year is a stay at Adam's house.
Oh,
Movie
I thought you was
tickets?
going to tell me a new car.
Oh, no, hey, I need a new car. But movie to anybody out there has a new car, I'll take it. Movie tickets to the drive-in and also dinner at DJ's. Is the
Oh,
grand
well,
prize
that
for
would
the
be
adults
good.
this year. The teens, the grand prize for them is an e-reader like a Nook or a Kindle or something. So we put a lot into it this year. We're really excited
I think
about
the
it.
kids will really enjoy it.
Well, this is good. Kids look for something in the summer. You may not think
No,
they do,
parents
but.
look for
Well-
things in the summer. Let's say
Yes,
this right.
but now, most of these things, y'all, you can't just say, I'm gonna drop you off and you go do.
No,
no.
because I
No.
sell the ones that are dropped off. I'm just kidding. I don't.
That's not happening
No,
anymore.
it's not. I'm just kidding. You have to stay with your child though.
Yes,
first.
you do,
I have 2
so.
and I don't need any more.
Oh,
So,
I think a lot of us could say that.
So it's not a drop-off place. It's
it's
an
not a
actually,
drop-off.
And we really want the
family
parents to be,
oriented.
this is
Yes.
something you want them to do together, learn and read together.
Because a child,
Unplug and
yes,
read.
a parent is a child's first teacher. So, I mean, be involved with them in this program, and that everybody gets, benefits out of
It's a
it.
plus for everybody.
It is. It really
And
is.
it sounds like, there were things on there that I think would be fun for myself, so.
Come and
While the
see us.
kids having fun,
You can have fun.
you can have fun.
Come and see Snowbird and his groupies.
Yep. That may be worth going to see. Maybe you'll put that spider on one of them.
I don't think I'm gonna be there the day they have the spider.
come
the
on.
side.
Hey, listen, if
has
they
to be a
got
kid
near me
thing.
with that, I would pass out, and then they could put the spider wherever they wanted. But I would have to be passed out before I
Would you?
handle that.
I would too.
I would.
Last year, they brought a python, and they got to put it around my shoulders, so I'll probably have to do
Oh,
that again
that's
this year.
not
I
one of those
kissed the
things I've
kangaroo
always
last year.
wanted to do either.
The kissing the kangaroo, okay.
I
The
kissed
The
the
snake or
kangaroo
the-
baby.
So-
No, I don't think so. I just don't think so. And I think the kids will really enjoy
Well,
that.
Patty, this is a good thing, and this is a good summer program. The library has always had something, and the library is a big plus for our community. It's amazing, and I didn't bring all the statistics with me of how many people actually used our library. Last year, it was amazing to know that many people actually went in there. It may have been for different reasons. We have a big clientele that come in and use the computers. And of course, they'll be adding to those.
Yes, we're going to go from 8 to 20. We are so excited about that.
That will be really
Right.
nice for the
It
community.
will.
But the numbers were just astonishing.
They were.
How many-
I was surprised, I
Actually,
was really surprised.
I think people forget, it's not just books. I mean, yes, that they've got a lot of information. We talked about the genealogy, but also videos they can check out. and
DVDs, book sales that help
Yeah.
promote us to, with the money we get from those proceeds, our proceeds go to buy more books.
And not just because the book is not here in Cannon County. You've got connections for
We
all
have
the.
Middle Tennessee, and we can branch out from Middle Tennessee and borrow books from other libraries that we don't
And get
have.
them there. And I
Yes.
think that's
And
a
see,
good thing.
I'm one of those, even with all the e-readers and all of it,
Like
I
to
don't
turn the
want to
pages.
see books go away.
I don't either. I love the feel of a book.
Yeah,
I
turn the
I
pages,
want the books.
even though you're not supposed to dog ear it.
No, please don't. No dog ears. That's the
I don't
first thing
even
we
know
teach
what
them.
that was.
It's this.
Oh, okay.
You know what it is.
I
Don't act
do.
like you don't know what it is.
I
You just
do.
didn't know what it was called.
Yeah, I've done that on many occasions.
See, shh, you're gonna offend our guest.
Oh, I'm sorry,
She's
Patty.
over here, she's
I
over here
turned white
teaching.
for a second.
She's gonna pass out.
Oh,
Don't
they-
dog ear.
No dog ear. That's the first thing we teach the kids when we give them a library card. At 5 years of age, don't dog ear books.
Well, we just need to get them some bookmarkers.
We have bookmarkers, actually. We do have bookmarkers with educational information.
That'll work.
That'll do it.
So that'll take care
We'll
of
save
that.
the books.
There you go. Save the
Thank
book.
you, Patty. Sounds
You're
fun,
welcome.
and we're glad to have you here in the community and doing all
Well,
sorts
thank
of good
you.
work.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me on.
All right, thank you. Okay, and then the next person we have is not a stranger to you. Donald's been on here many times, and the reason for that is he's the director of the Art Center, and they always have something going on, so therefore we have Donald come in.
And we meet in his lovely facility here, and
do.
glad to have that. I know that's, we've talked about it a minute ago, lots of different things. I know we're sitting behind, and this came from,
It came from the
Regions Bank.
Regions Bank, when they remodeled. It was actually designed by a local artist named Arlen Endy.
and I don't think people knew that that was a local artist that did all of that, so.
And she was actually the first executive director of the Art Center. So I worked with her when I first started.
Well, I didn't know that. But you know what, when you look at these, I don't know if you call them tapestries, they're actually made out of carpet, I believe. They were in the bank for years, years. And they don't look the least bit faded,
No,
the least bit worn at all.
No.
Of course, they didn't work on them, they had them on the wall, but even that, over time, things have a tendency to lose their color and
Yeah, they're-
everything, and
they're
these
really
really
beautiful.
haven't.
and she used local quilt designs to
To do the
Right.
to do the designs. And then there was also a piece that she did she did the schoolhouse quilt. And it had, we have a portion of it up with two houses on it. but it was, it had 6 schoolhouses on it for the 6 grammar schools in Cannon County.
You know, and I don't think anybody knew that that's what exactly what, and my
I didn't
husband's
realize
mother
that's
worked there, and so those, I mean, walked in and out of there every day, and you'd seen those every day, but did not know the history behind them or the information about it like that. So-
No, I didn't know that that's what they were representing.
And so when Regions decided to remodel, Debbie Vaughn, who was managing it at that point, called us and said, do you want these? And so we went up and literally took them off the walls and hung on to them for a while. So,
You know, I said, well, maybe, I don't know that I could do with them. Get these off of the wall.
we actually have another piece of Arlen's that's hanging up next to the Cultural Museum sign, that when one day I was sitting here and she answered the phone and she said, no, that's okay, we'll do whatever you need to with it. And I said, what was that? And it was somebody who commissioned a piece of her work and they were redesigning, and called her to see if she wanted it back, and she said, no, just throw it away.
Oh,
And so I called them right back and said,
Speak on, read on.
we'll take that as a donation.
didn't want to sound eager, did you?
Yeah.
You drove right over.
And we drove, it was Murfreesboro Medical Clinic at the time.
Okay.
And so that's
remember
been
seeing one
15, 16 years ago.
Oh, I remember that.
So many faces and eyes walked through that building to see that tapestry up there.
And it's good to see them again. I really didn't know what had happened to them, to tell you the truth.
Well, that's true. And I think that's what a lot of folks, you know, that type of history gets lost, and the artists behind it, the folks that do the work.
Well, see, I didn't know it was an artist that designed them. I didn't really know who it was. I knew whoever they were, very talented.
Every
but-
time that we come to this show, we learn something.
Yes,
so
we do.
we
We hope
definitely-
everybody does. Well, what else is going on, Don?
Well, our biggest thing is we've got Tales of Fourth Grade Nothing coming up, which is our school show. So we'll do, I think it's 3,000 kids through here
Yes, you
over the next 2 weeks. And then there'll be public performances over the weekend of the 11th and 12th, if you want to come out and see that. And it's based on the books, Tales of Fourth Grade Nothing and Super Fudge.
And that's a great
Yeah.
series of books.
It
Yeah.
is. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's this particular, it's 6 college kids are doing it, doing the show. I'm sorry, eight college kids, I think. But they're just having a blast playing little kids. And so it's a little bit different than what we typically do for our school performances, but should have a lot of energy, be a lot of fun.
Okay, well, people bus their kids in here for this from other counties, because I know they call me and they want to know if they can have the park after they're done, so they can
So
go
you
up
give them
there
away
and
the
eat.
park.
No, I just say you'll have to call the city, because that's where you get that from, but they're usually very cooperative about something like that.
And then we've got auditions coming up for the 3 musicals that are happening over the summer. Legally Blonde and Xanadu are happening on I think it's the 12th and 13th of May. And then Chicago is actually happening before that. It's happening the week
I
before.
love the music in Chicago.
Yeah, it's great music. So
Have you ever thought about doing burlesque? I watched that on TV last night.
I'm not sure we're ready for
don't know if
burlesque.
anybody's ready for that.
We're not sure if we're ready for Chicago, quite frankly.
Yeah.
But
You may have to admit,
I might
but
have
I
to work
love the music in that. I
Box
do, I
office
love
for
it.
that.
Anyway, those are coming up. So if you think you always wanted to be on the other side of stage, that's a couple of great opportunities to come out and do that.
So singing, of course.
For
but-
those 3, yes. Typically, there'll be some sort of movement audition or dance audition. Probably more of a dance audition for Chicago, because it was Bob Fosse and very dance oriented.
Yes, it is.
And then movement for the other 2, they'll ask you to prepare a song. You can go to our website and look at the specific requirements, and then typically they'll have you read something. So it's real low pressure.
Well, that leaves me out, because
Well,
I don't sing.
I can dance, but I can't sing, so
I could
darn.
dance depending on
I don't think they want me on
how
stage.
fast it was.
That'll be, I can
Maybe
think.
back in the day, I could have done that, but not.
Well, I will tell you,
so
this is a
much now.
wonderful opportunity, not just for young people, but other folks to find they've had a talent. And I know that's been something that the Art Center has found folks that you would have said, them on a stage, them be funny, them actually, it changes you. Art on the stage changes you. You,
really
you go
does.
to a different character, and I think that's something fun a lot of folks like to do. So.
Well, it's one of the things that we're really proud of is that over half of the people that we have on stage here come from Cannon County. And so that we've done a really nice job over the years of kind of cultivating that and bringing people out and letting them realize that they can expand their horizons. that way.
We have a lot of talented people in Cannon County.
We do.
I don't think people really realize, I did, some of the talent that we've had here over the years that you never know about. You never know about these people. And maybe you'll get an opportunity, it may be in church, it may be at a function, and you'll think, good heavens, they can sing like this and they have been doing this for a living.
And they're right here. But that's,
Yes.
like you said, a good opportunity to folks to do that. Now, how about, I know something that's important is the conservatory.
Right, and
that's coming up.
Those are coming up. They'll start the 1st of June, and they'll run for 2 weeks in June, and then the senior will be in July. So we'll have 2 sessions for ages, grades 1 through 6, and then 1 3-week sessions for grades 7 through 12.
And what does that consist of really, Don?
It's a theater conservatory, so it's a summer day camp, essentially. They'll
You
do
can't drop your
acting.
kids off.
Well, yeah, you can't drop your kids off. Each day they'll do acting, movement, and voice, and then in the afternoons, they'll rehearse a show, which they'll present at the end. In senior conservatory, we actually write the show. So we create it. It'll typically have original music written by the kids, original works written by the kids, their own movements, so it's all their work.
So really teaching all the different aspects of theater.
And it's not just about theater either. We try to really focus on, they're getting theatrical training, but we're also focusing on life skills. So just because you don't think your child's ever going to step into this as a profession, that's not necessarily what it's about.
It's getting out in front of people.
Right, and using the arts to increase, expand your horizons.
Right,
Being able to get up and speak.
that's right.
In fact, one of the people we had in
Biggest
last
fear.
year that did a songwriting workshop is coming up. He's coming back here on May 25th. It's the first time we've done this. His name is Bobby Taylor, a friend of mine from Crossville who wrote Hillbilly Shoes, which was a Montgomery Gentry top 10 hit several years ago. And he has other hits as well, and he's bringing a couple of friends with him that have Billboard top 10 hits as well, and so they're going to be singing their own stuff. And
They'll be here in May, right?
May 25th. And so it's the first time we've done a songwriters night like this, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and is one of our concert series shows. So.
Lots of good things.
Well, it's not like you don't have anything going on.
Calendar's full, and if he's like me, he's already working on the next few
Well,
months
you
out.
know he has to be,
Well, great
Well,
shows
we
and great
appreciate you,
programs.
Donald, and all that the Arts Center does, not only, well, for this whole community, really. I don't know if everybody realizes how lucky we are. But other counties let me know. They tell me how lucky we are. They do.
That's that profit in their own land.
Thank you.
Thank you,
very
Donald.
much.
Well, one of the shining stars that we got in the community. So we're definitely glad to have that. But, you know, as May comes on, we're working on one of our big events for this month, and that happens to work with the Senior Center, and that is the Good Old Days event, and that's coming up on May 18th and 19th. We are fast and furiously getting things together for that. I took a few minutes off to come up here today and try to get in the show and definitely tell some of the folks of some of the arts and things that we've got going on for that weekend. Of course, we start on Friday afternoon. We start out with the senior events, and this year, May is Older American Month. If you don't know this, it's Older American Month, so get out there and think and talk to those seniors and see what they think of everything. But we are doing our fundraiser, and that's Good Old Days. All of the funds made off of that event come back to support the center. And we have the Senior Talent events, and we're going to crown our senior Miss winner, Miss Cannon County. And, you know, somebody goes, well, what are you looking for? And I said, I really want a senior that really goes, you know, yes, I'm older. And yes, I get out and do things. And
Yes, I'm as old as dirt, but it doesn't matter.
I am a good.
You can start over with any of that.
So one of the things we're looking for is we have our senior events, and we look for our our senior king, and then we look for our Miss Senior. And these are.
I didn't know you had a king. This is something
We
else
do.
that I've
We have a
learned.
king now. The kings have always been. They've got their crown and everything, and they're a little back in the background. They like to be our ushers and things like that. But we're really going to do it up. We've got a nice crown for the
We
king this
need to
year.
come out there together.
Well, we do, and get their picture made. But our Miss Senior pageant is 60 plus, and we really are looking for a young lady that is going to definitely show that, she's got everything going on. Just because of a few years is not going to mean anything. She's living life to the fullest and really a good representative of the Senior Center. Seniors out doing, keeping keeping fit, keeping active for just life and
Being involved.
and being involved. Yeah, I definitely. That's what we're looking for. Somebody goes, well, it's all about beauty. Well, we want you to look good too, but really, it's about the personality. What really does make a great person's personality? I love the questions. We've had some great questions for our ladies, and that's how we end up picking our queen. But Miss Wanda Mofield, which is our past 2011 winner, will be handing off a crown to someone new, and so any of our seniors out there, we encourage you to enter the pageant. We need a representative for next year, and so that is a good job for them. But we got talent in that program. We'll do any of our seniors that can sing, dance, comedic, have art that they can do. We're definitely wanting them to do that. And then we have the fun stuff, the naughty knees, who can hula hoop.
Oh, that's funny.
All of those things, and no, they're funny. And for Older Americans Month, because that's what May is, the theme is Never Too Old to Play. And I love the theme, Never Too Old to Play. And people out there, you may not realize it, but 10,000 seniors a day are turning 60. 10,000 a day. A day. Turning 60. So never too old to
And
play.
we got 30,000 a day coming to our senior center. So.
Well, we've got quite a few, but that is a growing.
It's a
I don't know about 30. That's a little bit above. I
A little
might
bit
have
of
to
an
hire some more
exaggeration
staff.
there.
But it's a big movement, big change in numbers. I think for the whole United States to be looking at, let alone Cannon County. And so we definitely want to encourage folks to get out and support those activities that are held over those 2 days. We have, if you like music, so we have gospel. We have that covered. We have bluegrass. We have that covered. We have country. We have that covered. We have kind of 80s rock and roll, southern rock. We have that covered. And so you move from there. We have the Cripple Creek Cloggers coming in to dance. We have a couple of other clogging groups that will be there. We have Nashville's Old Time String Band, and I'm excited for them. They're going to be a very talented group that's going to be coming in. And we have a group that's called 12 Ounce Jar that's going to be there this year, and I think they will be a big hit with the folks. Folks will be really looking forward to seeing them. But, tons of activities.
You've got things like martial arts. You're going to have some local people that will be doing some talent.
We have a couple of things. We have Miss Hannah Nave is one of our local young ladies that has a very talented voice, and she is actually going to be our featured artist during Miss Teen on Friday night. So about 9 o'clock, you can come out and hear her, and she's going to be entertaining us while the judges calculate who is going to be our Miss Teen Good Old Days. And then we also have one of the things I'm very excited about, the Baptist Church Kids Choir is going to be out and singing. The Cannon Arts Studio is going to do a full hour of just different skits from things that they've done this year. I know
that'll be good.
It'll be fun just to watch those kids get up there and perform on stage. We also have, I think it's Pleasant View is doing a church is doing a skit, and they're coming out on Friday evening and doing a skit. And we have Toodles from Murfreesboro that's going to be doing a fashion show, and I think there's about 6 girls that are Cannon County young ladies that model for Toodles. that will be
Is
in
it
that show.
Toodles or Toddles?
Toodles, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Toodles. I don't have anybody in that age range that I buy clothes for anymore.
Me neither.
So I think it's Toodles. Hopefully I'm saying it right. But, definitely lots of things for you to come out. John Salloway is going to be there. And if many of you, if you don't know who John Salloway is, he's very talented. He has played music with people like Peter Frampton and Ben Folds. Done some major work in Nashville and all over in the music industry, and he's going to be there performing. So we're really excited about some of
And
our
you
talent.
know, we had a young lady here earlier that did dog grooming.
Yes,
Well, they're going to have a dog show, so you can take your dog. and
we
get
have
it
as many
and stuff.
dogs in the dog show as we usually have babies in the baby show.
You're
It's
right. Last
amazing.
year you did.
Yeah, it is amazing
seen
to
them
me.
all.
But we do have, I think it's 14 different areas for your dog. You can do the smallest dog, tallest dog, look-alike contest, talent for dogs. And then we do have a best of show in the dog area. So we're definitely going to have that. But something new we have this year, we have our 5K run, the Cannonball Run. Actually starts here at the Arts Center and will loop around for 3.5 miles. But we are excited. We do have a fun run, walk, crawl, push. Come get me on a golf cart, walk that we're going to be doing. But that is happening early on Saturday the 19th. Starts at 7. I think registration, early registration is at 6. And you can check out all of these activities on CannonCountyGoodOldDays.com. And you can call the Senior Center if you're a vendor, if you've got talent, and I've still got a couple small spots open if they want to sing, a few stage spots that we could possibly squeeze a few more acts in. We also have the Mule Show.
We do.
Mule Show will be up on May 12th.
And if you think that people don't come out to see mules, you are sadly mistaken. That's
is
like
a talent.
a dog show. Everybody comes to see the mules.
And then, of course, the Horse Ride Memorial Day, our first starting off one of those famous holidays that folks get out and ride the horses and head off.
Hey, they
to
go
Short
all the
Mountain.
way from Woodbury to Short Mountain. And they have campgrounds up there, and they camp, and they dance, and they eat, and they have a horse show, and they have
Definitely some good things going on here in the community.
Yes, and we want to tell y'all to come on down. And we also want to thank DTC3, my DTC3, and everybody that's watching this show. And we want you to tell your friends about us. So tell them, and then come on, and we'll see you next month.